audio. In 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 audio.
Yes, people. What's going on? Welcome back to Saeed TV, and we are live for the Premier League review, weekend review. I'm with Lee Gunner. Lee Gunner isn't happy. Listen, the history of Arsenal now. This is the history of Arsenal. What's going on? You can't be like Tottenham, Lee, man. What is going on, man? How
I just
again?
want to read a few things out here because I want to dispel a few myths that go around world football.
Yeah.
So let's read some of these out. Big up to everybody, by the way. Apology for my lateness.
That's cool.
So Haaland is 22 years old. Scored 47 goals this season. I've not heard a single person mention his age.
Facts.
So why is it every time Arsenal have a bad result? Oh, but they're young. They're young. Okay, cool. So that's a coping mechanism, yeah? Cool. Has Pep ever dropped 2 points back-to-back games whilst being 2 goals clear in both of them games ever in his career? Probably not. Gary Neville with Roy Keane yesterday. Arsenal finishing second would still be an unbelievable season, says Neville. No, it wouldn't. Wouldn't be, Gary. No chance. Not now. You live in cuckoo land, mate, said Keane. Yeah, I'm not saying they won't be disappointed, but I will still say, if you look from the outside, I think it's not a terrible season. It would be a terrible season if they finish second, Gary, right? At least Roy Keane knows the aim of elite sport. Now check this. It's a must-win game. That's all I heard all week. It's a must-win game. Okay, so now we didn't win. What's going to happen then? Oh, on to the next one. So it's not a must-win game then, is it? Yeah, because if nobody's getting held accountable, then it's not a must-win game. Cool. When there's zero responsibility and accountability, you end up like Arsenal not winning a title for 19 years. Cool. Signs Jorginho for experience, but then plays Kivior at Anfield instead of him. Needed somebody with legs and a bit of pace and a bit of power yesterday. Brings on Jorginho. Makes no sense. Anyway, let's carry on. Arsenal Fan TV already spinning the narrative for next season. If Arsenal don't win the league this season, I'm very confident we'll do it next year. Similar to Liverpool in 1920. This team is going to get better. They promoted that tweet. Why? Idiots. Martin Odegaard, our club captain, signing Declan Rice's shirt. Would you ever see Patrick Vieira doing this? Roy Keane doing this?
I seen that.
Joke. Right, then check this. But we have a thin squad. Cool. I've come with receipts today, bro. Trust me. Yeah?
I see.
Okay, cool. So everyone giving it 8 out of 10 transfer window in the summer and in January then. But now we've got a thin squad. So it wasn't an 8 or a 9 out of 10 in the summer or January then, was it? Because we were left light. Cool. Ray Parlour giving it last week on TalkSport. Nobody expected us to be where we are. And if Arsenal finished second, it'd be a great result. Yeah. Did Ray Parlour say that when he was playing for Arsenal? Second's great. No, he never. So why is he saying it on TalkSport? Yeah. Pound note, mate. Yeah. And they always want to have a coping mechanism to dress up failure. Let's carry on. If Ancelotti's available in the summer, by the way, bin this guy regardless. Let's carry on. One man's the reason for this. Arsene Wenger. Top 4 is bigger than a trophy. That loser, said we couldn't compete. Said we couldn't compete while nicking more money than any other manager in world football. Cool. Top 4, we can't compete. It's a young team. Nobody expected it. They all sound like Wenger. They all sound the same. I can't wait until we get a Qatari or a Saudi, bro. Let's carry on. There was a guy, did you see Oliver Kahn doing the
when he was in Champions League, after the Champions League.
Watch this. It's hard to imagine that a team like Bayern Munich cannot invest in serious PR. Who knows how to write a motivational speech or teach the Bayern leading men how to speak? Because what Kahn has just done is anything but motivating. So I put that out on my Insta and stated this comment talking about investing in PR. No, mate, Bayern Munich do winning at all costs. No need to spin embarrassing performances. 16 managers and 38 trophies since Arsenal last won a league. Yeah, 38 trophies. Real Madrid get fined every single year for not promoting the alphabet logo. Every year they get fined. They say, we ain't taking part in that. So since 2004, when this lot won the league, Real Madrid have had 17 managers. So that's nearly one a year. And they've won 27 trophies. No virtue signalling. No dressing up mediocrity. Cool. Gary Neville, when asked if Arsenal will win the league on his podcast a couple of months ago in January. No, but I said Leicester wouldn't win it as well. Manchester City will win the league, and I think Man United have finished second. And I know that'll annoy Arsenal fans, he said. Arsenal fans have been pressed about Gary Neville all season and the mainstream media saying Man City will win the league. But if we don't win the league, they'll say nobody expected it anyway. So why are you all pressed about Gary Neville then? Right? We'll carry on. Only fans on the planet who need constant reassurance and coping mechanisms. Cry about anyone who writes this off, but then dresses up excuses for failure. Calls anyone who has a strong personality and calls a spade, controversial, right? Overrate all of our players as world class, but then when we don't win anything, but it's a young squad. Cool. Laugh at Spurs for bottling a title against Leicester, but make out that an 8-point lead is not a bottle job. Cool. That season, Spurs were never top of the league. Funny though, because we were. No drama. Yeah, this is the fan base, that have dragged us to our longest title drought in our history. No drama. Kieran Tierney, yesterday, loved that boy. Got number 3 on the back of the shirt. Yeah, love him. But you wouldn't ask an air stewardess to fly the plane, would you? So why are you playing this guy in midfield? Inverted. Yeah. He can defend, he's rapid, he can cross the ball. Up and down the wing, mate. I see Camavinga play for Real Madrid this season at left back. He's not inverted. He's playing up and down. He's a central midfielder playing left back because their left backs are injured. It's mad. Mikel Arteta, sack a penalty miss. If he scores, we win the game. Oh, how toxic, Mikel. You're not allowed to say that. You're supposed to dress up mediocrity, mate. You're not supposed to call out a young lad. He's a young guy. You're not supposed to call him out for missing a penalty, mate. Bro, I'm done. Sorry, ran over.
Listen, round of applause for Lee there. Listen, what a rant that was. Oh, my days. You know what, man? I think most of the things you said are spot on, man. Like, it is coping mechanism. And I've seen it with the trophies. Bigger fish to fry. We're going to give away the Europa League. We're going to concentrate on the Premier League. We're going to give away the Carabao Cup. Concentrate on the Premier League. FA Cup. No, we'll put a weekend squad out. Concentrate on the Premier League. Like, a lot of the Arsenal fan base, it has been a coping mechanism. And it's got to the stage now where it will be an excuse. It'll be like, well, we took part. Well, we came second. It's an achievement. You know what I mean? When you're in that position, though, Lee, and especially these 2-0 leads 2-0 leads that you're having. Last week, it was a case of when I said it, you bottled it. It was, no, well, it's Anfield and it's whatnot. Now, what's the narrative? You're still 2-0 lead and he still bottled it, which, I don't know, man. Is the pressure getting to these lot? You know what I mean? Like, Gary Neville said they were playing PlayStation, get off the PlayStation. Do you feel like the pressure's getting to him? Or is Arteta showing now why he's maybe not at that level of manager? You know, he's done well to this point, fair play, but the next stage is, you know, top tier, you know, elite
I think
man
it's a bit
management.
of both, to be honest with you. I think if you look around that squad, other than Jesus, Jorginho, Tierney, and Zinchenko, who's won anything? Like, who's won anything? And this is why I didn't want this youth project in the first place, mate. Because, like you said, when you don't win it, if we don't win it, it's, oh, but they'll grow, they'll get better next season. Well, there's no guarantee of that, by the way. Yeah, because their heads might pop and think, well, that was the title we could have had, and now we're never going to win it. So it could go the other way. We see Leicester, by the way, nearly finished fourth twice, and now they're 19th. Yeah? 2 seasons in a row, nearly fourth. Now they're 19th. So I think the pressure is getting to them a little bit, but the manager's got to take responsibility, mate. You're bringing Eddie Nketiah on in the 91st minute. What's he going to do?
Yeah.
Like, you need a goal and you're taking Jesus off. Like, that makes no sense. You're playing Kieran Tierney, inverted fullback. He's not inverted. Yeah. He's one of the best up and down left backs in the world.
Yeah.
Like, real talk, don't play him inside. His passing ain't that great.
No.
But I think when you look at some of his subs, though, bro, at Old Trafford, we get back in the game, Saka equalises. Straight away, drop back 10 yards. That's all we have to do. We were sitting on the halfway line. Just sit back 10 yards, soak it up for a 5-10 minute period, get the subs on in that period, and then go for the win. Instead, he stayed on the halfway line, and by the time he made subs, we're 3-1 down. Yeah, that's on him. Yeah, that is on him. That was on him at Anfield. That is on him at Old Trafford. That is on him at London Stadium. Yeah, and if you look at some of the games we played this season, Southampton away, Everton away, West Ham away, we took 2 points out of that. Right, and when what we've been doing up until these last few games is when we've been goal against us, we go again. We compose ourselves, we breathe, and then we go and get another goal. The last 2 games, we ain't doing that. It's almost like we concede a goal and it's going back to last season's settings. Yeah, and the thing is, people are blaming Rob Holding. Nothing to do with Rob Holding. Yeah, we know he's crap. Nothing to do with him. Rob Holding, was not a fault for either of them goals yesterday. Yeah, so nobody can blame Rob Holding for the goals. Yeah, Kieran Tierney switched off and let Bowen in on the second one.
Bowen said, yeah.
Ramsey
maybe could have done better as well. A little bit,
Ramsdale should have saved it. But the first one, Gabriel Magalhaes, she's been our best defender all season. Why are you on your knees, mate? Like, why was he knee sliding towards the guy? What's that all about? Yeah, and then he's tried pulling out, but by then you've given him an open invitation to go on the floor. And it's like,
I think it was a handball, by the way, but you don't do that. You don't pull yourself in and give that Paqueta was pathetic, by the way he folded over. Yeah. But you don't give him the reason. You don't do that. Big up to Strasbourg Steve. Appreciate the super chat, my guys. Sup guys. Huge fan of you guys and your content. If I was an Arsenal fan, I'd sack Arteta and Edu. If you don't win, throw away the trophy, throwing away trophies away, and Arteta's in-game management still not fixed up. You know what? That in-game management, he's done it. Like I said it to Turkish and the Big Six chat about it at Old Trafford, and I said Ten Hag pounced on it. And these managers will pounce on his kind of almost naivety. They're almost kind of feel like, oh, he's doing that. Okay, you know what? Let's go and do this. And that ultimately,
if you're David Moyes, right? You're looking at Arteta thinking, I used to manage you.
Yeah,
I used to be your boss. Yeah. Now, if you've got Ancelotti on the touchline, David Moyes is thinking a hell of a lot different, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you've got Jose on the touchline, or Pep he's going up against, or Klopp, like one of the elite managers, all of a sudden David Moyes ain't thinking, he's thinking, oh, we're up against it here. Yeah. At 2-0 down, they bullied us. Declan Rice was
bullied, man.
They were quality yesterday, mate. Declan Rice.
They had a game on Thursday.
I'm saying, bro, we've had a whole week, right, to rectify that piss poor performance at Anfield. What has he done all week? What have the players done? You were in a title race. You have just seen Man City win the day before. You go out there and for 10, 20 minutes, we were unbelievably good, man. Like,
10 minutes.
2-0 up in 10 minutes. We're like, whoa, this could be 5 or 6. I predicted 4-0, bro. You know, I'm thinking, crap, they got banged by Newcastle, banged by Brighton. I'm thinking, well, we're better than both of them. We're going to slap them. Right? So we're 2-0 up. And then all of a sudden, it was like we just retreated. It was like, right, that's it. Do you know what it reminded me of? You know when you win a league Yeah, but you've won
Yeah.
it with games to spare, and you're just playing them
Yes.
last few games out just because it's like, oh, we're on holiday, really.
Yes.
That is what it reminded me of. When you've already won a title, it's the last day of the season, and you just, let's just get out of here and pick our trophy up. Yeah, not acceptable. How many chances did we create after that second goal? None.
You opened the coach, man.
How many saves did Flapianski have to make?
Oh, he's the worst keeper as well in the league. You know, one of the worst keepers in the league.
Yeah,
you know that.
even the Leicester keeper is shocking. Yeah, but how many times did he have to make saves? And if anything, they could have won it. Yeah, with the header. Antonio's got to bury that. If that was a half-decent striker, he scores.
Yeah.
I like Antonio. I think he's a problem. Yeah,
but he's not a proper striker. He's physical. Proper striker. Yeah.
No, it's not. He's more of a midfielder. He's more of a number 8. Like just running up and down. Yeah, but bro, if we excuse me, if we play that against City, Brighton, even Chelsea, City, Brighton, Chelsea, and Newcastle, we're dusted. Yeah, and the thing is, I think we are dusted. I can't lie. Yeah, I've seen enough in them 2 games to know that they ain't on it, mate. They ain't. They're really not on it, because if they were on it, yeah, they would have done something yesterday. They wouldn't have sat there at 2-0 and let them back in the game. Yeah, we would have gone for the third, even at 2-1, and we didn't. And then at 2-2, everyone's looking around at each other, panicking again. Yeah, and then we're hanging on. Bro, there was only one team that was going to win that game. Yeah, and don't be surprised if we go after 25 minutes against Southampton on Friday, yeah, and it's still 0-0, do not be surprised if we don't win that game.
Mate, let me tell you something, yeah. About it, Mr. Strasbourg said that's why I think we got a chance against Arsenal when they go up to Newcastle. Eddie Howe's in-game management has vastly improved and has won his games. Now, and by the way, big up the boss, Salam Saeed, happy Monday. All big up to my guy, boss, man. I appreciate the generous donation. Big up to you, mate. And there's over 800 in here, by the way. Get the likes up, man. Big up to everyone. Make sure you're following Lee Goddard's channel.
Just going to get a glass of water, man.
Content. Yeah, you go. Yeah, no, listen. Arsenal, look what Arsenal have done to him.
I'm nearly dying.
Look what Arsenal have done to him, man. Guys, make sure you like the video for Lee Gunner, man. You know what I mean? I feel for him, man, because at the end of the day, this is the best chance of winning their league, man. Listen, it's the best chance of winning their league. But let's talk about Thomas Partey, people. They tried to talk to me about Casemiro. Yeah? These guys saying better than Casemiro. Where's your player in the 2 biggest games? Where's your leader? Where is Thomas Partey to rise? Casemiro's done it in big games. Casemiro's done it.
Where was
Odegaard as well.
But, bro, that guy, yeah, I've told many people this, mate, yeah, he is not the guy. Yeah, he is just a more polished Premier League version of Mesut Ozil. Yeah, disappears when it matters, does a couple of nice little fancy no-look reverse balls, score a decent goal, but when it really matters, he ain't there. And then he's signing Declan Rice's shirt after the game. Why is this guy even our captain anyway? Like, real talk, why is he our captain anyway?
He's not been there last 2 games, but that's a bit of a concern. That's for me, one of your most important players in terms of in that kind of final third. Makes Arsenal tick, but he's been a bit like, I'm like, captain, come on, man. Where are you, man? Where are
Saka,
you?
Shocking. Absolutely shocking.
By the way, let's talk about Saka. Is he mentally drained? Because for me, he looks like he's drained.
Do you know what's bad, mate? Is that when he missed that penalty, he put his hands on his hips. The camera zoomed straight in on him. And it was almost like, I remember Thierry Henry had that look once, yeah? Just before he went to Barcelona. Yeah, and he had hands on his hips, and he was just looking around thinking, I'm playing with a bunch of wankers here. Like, that's what I thought Henry was thinking at the time. Saka, he's almost looking around as if to say, like, yeah, he was gutted he missed the penalty, but he's looking around and he's thinking, yeah, maybe I should get out of here. Like, that's what I'm thinking. Bro, he's not signed a new contract yet. It's been on the table a whole year.
Yeah.
But maybe he was also thinking, I've missed a penalty. Maybe he was thinking of racial abuse. Maybe that was why he looked lost. Yeah, because he had it last time he missed a penalty. I don't know. What he was thinking. But
I think also he wanted everyone just to kind of like, it was swallow him inside. It's almost like, when it kind of like eats you up inside. He felt like the world was all against him. But at that time, that's where the manager had to take him off. Did he come off, by the way, at the end?
No, for 95 minutes.
There you
go. You know what's crazy? Jesus was going to take the penalty. Odegaard took the ball off him and gave it to Saka.
Nah, man.
But to be fair, Saka has taken our pens all season. But I've said this all season as well. I like a striker taking penalties. Yeah, I don't want anyone other than a striker taking penalties. Yeah, and Jesus is our most technically gifted player. Yeah, like maybe Zinchenko. Zinchenko's very good. Yeah, but forward wise, is our best player. Yeah, and he's our striker. So why let's say? And I know that's easy to say after he's missed it. Like we weren't saying that when he was scoring them, but at the same time, I've said it all season. I'd rather a striker take penalties, mate. Like when you look at all the top teams, yeah, it's always a striker. Benzema, Lewandowski, Harry Kane, yeah, Ronaldo. They all take the penalties, bro. Like Ivan Toney, he don't say to Mwebu, "Oh, you can have this one, mate." No, I'm taking it. I'm the striker, mate. And it's like, I don't know, man.
People have been there, done it as well. People have been there, done it as well.
Yeah,
You know,
Jesus has
him.
won titles. He knows what it takes.
Yeah.
I don't know whether they've had a big argument over it afterwards, but I don't know, man. But
You never know the fallout. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? Big up Lucas. Greetings from down under the two rascals. Big up to you, man. He's a West Ham fan, by the way. Yeah, Lucas.
West Ham are massive, yeah? Everywhere they go.
Yeah, West Ham are massive.
Lions,
even though
Lions. Why do they do this Wakanda Forever stuff, though, man? What's that all about?
Yeah. But you guys, man. But big up to Strasbourg again with a super chat. Who was the best penalty taker for both your clubs? Who was that striker? Paul Scholes was amazing. Ryan Giggs. Well, anyone for you that was a striker?
I don't know. Henri used to take them all, man. Don't know.
Yeah,
maybe Pires. Pires has taken a few.
Pires. Bruno Fernandes obviously is our one right now in terms of he more or less scores Bruno Fernandes, but in terms of back in the day, them two, but now Bruno Fernandes 100%. So
Maitland-Niles and scared their shouts. Maitland-Niles is super calm on penalties, man. But
yeah.
Dennis Irwin was good for you as well. But no, it's
Dennis Irwin, oh my days.
Very frustrating, mate. Like, because we put ourselves in such a good position, but it's the history of the Arsenal. Bro, we were 4 points ahead of Spurs with 3 to play last season and finished 5th. Like, I've seen some Spurs fan on TikTok chatting crap about me. Oh, you should just enjoy being there. If I was there with my team, yeah, mate, we smashed a stadium down 16 years ago. Yeah, to win titles year in, year out. About, you're so entitled. Yeah, I swear you're not an Arsenal fan. Mate, I've done 200 grand watching my club. I will say what I want. Yeah?
Oh, my. He actually said that? What?
Bro, he did a whole 1.5 minute TikTok video about me. You know, on TikTok, you can use a part of somebody else's content.
Yeah. That's how it's easy to gain traction. Yeah,
that's what he did. Yeah, there was another one today. Big up Lewis on TikTok as well, man. Yeah, Lewis... said, and that's it, the season's done, the title's done, right? Then this other Arsenal fans done that with him, saying, we dropped a 2-goal lead against West Ham, but who effing cares? That right there is the problem.
Oh,
so
my God. Copium, man. Copium
lead, but it doesn't matter. I'm still going to back my team. Yeah, that is the problem, mate. Win, lose, or draw, there's never any accountability, which is why the club take your pants down every summer. Bro, we've got 3 kits this season, yeah? One of them's a pink kit. We've won it twice.
Yeah.
Why are people spending 75 quid on that?
Yeah, it's true. Right. It's true.
But
it just shows you what
they just want to be part of the journey. I couldn't give a toss about the journey. I want the destination, mate. Yeah, I have waited 19 years, flown around the world watching my club and done over 200 grand watching it. Yeah. Hotels, flights, tickets, merch. Yeah. I've done over 200 grand watching my team. So if anyone's got an issue with that, go and do 200 grand, go to 500 odd games, learn the history of the football club, come back and then tell me something. Yeah, simple as that.
You're in a proper fan, Lee. You're in a proper fan.
proper Arsenal, mate. Proper. You're fake. The amount of times I get told, Saeed, I swear this guy's a Spurs fan. Again, a coping mechanism for idiots online. So I want to win everything. I want to win every year. So that makes me a Spurs fan who don't win anything. If anything, they're more suited to Tottenham than I am because they don't want to win. But again, bro, we're dealing with mutants. Yeah, we're dealing with mutants. That's why I call them mutants. Yeah, they are mutants because they have no idea what it takes. Yeah, to be the best all the time. They've got no idea how good Arsenal should be based off of the size of our club and the income we have and what the lies we were sold when we had this lot playing for us and we smashed that stadium down. Right, and listen, we're still top of the league. We might still win it. Yeah, but either way.
That was my next question. A big up to Stay Humbled, Hustle Hard, nice show. Big up to everybody. There's over 1,000 people in here. Love to everybody tuning in. We're live every Monday on my channel, Thursday, 1 p.m. on Lee Gunner's channel. So big up to everybody who's here. But now it begs the question. Man City have won. The gap in now is 4 points. Obviously, with a game in hand, Man City have a game in hand on you guys against West Ham, funny enough, at home. But
A +7 goal difference now. They've extended their
what's got
goal
the goal
difference.
difference as well? You know what I mean? It's. Have you almost like in your head thinking, you know what, it's done, or are you still having that feeling of they can actually redeem themselves at the Etihad, or are Man City playing that well because they scored again? Haaland. Listen, Leicester should have came back into it a little bit, but the
If
game was
Maddison
pretty much done.
scores, man, then it could have been on.
I
It could have been
know,
on. I don't know. I missed. Good save,
I
but that's
know,
what
man.
happens when you've got a
Iheanacho as
world-class
well. Yeah,
goalkeeper.
yeah.
But I think, like, people always say, "Oh, you're a flip-flop," like, so it doesn't matter what I say, I'm going to get told I'm a flip-flop, right? But as it stands right now, after watching the last 2 games or the last game and a half, looking at some of them players' performances and looking at how many chances we're giving up, not just in them 2 games, but Palace, we gave up chances. Zaha hit the post, it bounced off the keeper, nearly went in. Fulham had chances. Yeah, we've conceded 11 goals in our last 9 games. Like, that ain't good enough, mate. Yeah, 11 goals in the last 9 games. How many Man City conceded in their last 11 or 9 games? Sorry, but it ain't 11. There's probably about 5. Yeah, do you know what I mean? But then when you add how many goals they're scoring compared to how many goals we're scoring, all of a sudden it's not looking rosy, mate. And right now, as it stands, bro, after seeing them last 2 performances, I don't think we're doing it. Whereas 2 games ago, before that Liverpool game, I was gassed thinking we're going to Anfield to win, and then bang, we're going to win the league. So I'll be told I'm a flip-flop because in 2 weeks' time it might be different, and I might say we're winning it again. Like, but this is what happens in the last 10 games. Yeah, and as it stands right now, bro, I've seen enough of that last 2 games to think, nah, they ain't got it. They ain't got it. They've run out of steam. Yeah, which again comes back to the manager and to the technical director, Edu, or sporting director, whatever he is, because we didn't do what's required. So when people want to sit there and say it's a thin squad, basically what they're saying is we didn't do what was required. That's what they're saying. But they don't want to say that because that's controversial and negative. Why don't you just say what you see? Like, at the end of the day, we didn't have a great transfer window in the summer. I was telling everyone this. Yeah, but it was, you're negative, you're toxic. We got Jesus, we got Zinchenko. Them 2 signings masked all the deficiencies, bro, in that summer window. And then we've had a great start. We were flying, we're top, we're still top. It's been great. It's been fantastic. But if we don't win it, yeah, it's all been for nothing. It's all been irrelevant. Yeah, because at the end of the day, the aim is to win the title. And if we don't win the title, this lot will dress it up as second was all right because we only wanted top 4 anyway. But they'll all laugh at Tottenham for bottling it against Leicester. They were never top in that season. We were top at Christmas. 39 points we had. We were top for most of that season. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying?
But you don't, yeah.
But we're not going to be seen as bottle jobs. And I've already seen people spinning it side like, oh, we're going up against one of the best teams, if not the best team in the world. Okay, well, that don't stop us beating West Ham, does it? Yeah, because if we beat West Ham and we beat Liverpool, we'd be 8 points clear.
After a 2-goal win. It's the position you guys were in, not the precedent. It's the position.
So it doesn't matter how good Man City are. If we did our jobs properly at Anfield and at West Ham yesterday, we'd be 8 ahead. So we could even afford to lose the next game to Man City and still be top of the table.
Yeah.
Whereas
absolutely.
if we don't, mate, if they win their game in hand against West Ham, funny enough, yeah, and I guarantee they bag 4 past them easy because they're shit, bruv. Real talk, they are not very good. Yeah, I hope West Ham win the Conference League, though. I can't lie. I don't dislike West Ham. Yeah, I've never had any animosity or problems with them, but just not very good. But I hope they win the conference because it'd be nice for them to win a trophy, bro. I'm 41 in June, and the last time they won a trophy was 2 years before I was born.
Yeah.
So it'd be nice for their fans as well, man, because they've had to put lots of crap out West Ham
100%.
fan base.
Big up the boss. Arsenal have got such a great opportunity to see it. They have to give it their all now. Big up to you, the boss. Yeah, 100%, man. And like I said, people, man, listen, it's up to these lot, Arsenal, to stop City from winning the three-peat, man. Listen, as much as I dislike the Arsenal fan base and they're in my face, listen, I don't want Man City winning that three-peat. Listen, I'm a Mancunian. It's different for a London United fan, maybe, and maybe people that don't have that affiliation to Manchester and the rivalry. But I'm sorry, man, I cannot see Man City win the three-peat. Plus, if they do win the treble as well, it's going to be double jeopardy. So, but with Haaland scoring goals like that, man, bro, Man City, man, they're a machine, man. And this is what they do every
Bro,
single time.
they've got an elite level manager who knows how to manage a season and the players. Like Mahrez played Saturday, but he was on the bench against Bayern Munich. People sit there and say, yeah, but they've got a great squad. That's because they did what was required. They did what was required. Yeah, and people say, oh, but they spend more money. We can't compete. We can't do this. Well, we can compete. So I'll tell you something now. We've done 35 million on Fabio Vieira. We've done 20 million on Kivior. There's 55 mil. That 55 mil goes and buys a Nana from Everton or goes towards the Caicedo that we wanted. We bid 75 for him. So there was another 50. That's now 130, sorry. Yeah, 120, 130. Now we could have got Caicedo. Yeah, we could have gone and got a winger. We could have gone and got another centre back, so we didn't have to play holding. You know, and all of a sudden we've got a squad. Then Trossard, great signing. Yeah, but
great signing.
But when you look at Pep, he normally has his little blips at the start of the season. They start slow normally. Yeah, and then what he does is because he gets the aim of elite sport. What he does is he rotates that team all season. Very rarely plays the same 11 in 4 games in a row early parts of the season. Because then what he does is he has 99.9% of his players fit for the last 20 games in all competitions. Because then if you can stay in and hang in there, and get through the cup competitions, all of a sudden you're coming into this part of the season, you're in 3 competitions still, and now you've got your whole squad fit. Yeah, it's super smart. It's the only manager in the league that does it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And this comment here doesn't make sense, by the way. I'm not bothered about doing the three-peat, but he said treble. I don't want to win. Well, to do the treble, you need to win the Premier League, mate. So I don't know if you've messed up on that one there, mate. Well, big up to you for tuning in, man. But listen, we want to talk about this title race forever, but we've got to move on. Let's talk about Chelsea, man. Chelsea again.
Proper Chelsea. They were all booing Todd B. Yeah, Todd B in the mud. Mate, that's second goal, man. Oh, my days.
I don't know who that guy is, by the way. I've never heard of that guy. Oh,
bro, I was doing a bit of research on him. They signed him for 9 mil.
And they do it all the time. South America. I want their recruitment team, man. I want their recruitment team, honestly.
Bro, do you know what's funny, yeah? Like, they even let Danny Welbeck score against them. Like,
no, but he's a good player.
And he out-jumped Fofana for the header. Like, off the post, the keeper was rude. But you know what? Brighton fully deserved to beat them, by the way. They absolutely took them apart. They were all over him, bro. That Mitoma.
I want him. I want him. I think
he is a baller, bro. Yeah, the way he dribbles, it reminds me of Messi. Like, and I'm not trying to like put him up on that category because he ain't nowhere near that level. He never will.
But the way he kind of,
the way he just changes direction and his quick feet, mate. It's like the ball's Velcro to his foot, and that's like watching Messi.
The Japanese Messi.
The
Japanese Messi.
He's a good player, and the way he just glides across the pitch, man. Top player, man. But they fully deserve it. I hope Brighton get Europe, man. Like, or can you imagine if they finished above Tottenham? Like them and Aston Villa finished above Tottenham. That'd be hilarious.
Bro, anything could happen. And you know what? We might as well just kind of like intersect everywhere because, you know, by the way, Brighton should have won 6-7, 8-0, by the way. That was 7. You know, that was crazy, that game, by the way.
They got robbed at Tottenham last week. Yeah, they did. Dusted it off and said, we're going to go Stamford Bridge and batter them.
Yeah.
And they did.
Because they know how good they are, Lee. They know how good they are. But I just want to kind of go back to Todd Boehly here. People always look at the managers, or whatnot. But when you look at Todd Boehly, is he the problem, though? Because I'm looking at him thinking, he's brought that squad. That's all his players. That's most of his team. He's assembled them all together. And then he looks like the manager's kind of almost, the owner's kind of saying to the manager, I want this guy to play. I want that guy to play. I want this formation to work. Because every single time, the team's different. So is he having an influence on the manager? Is he saying to him, listen, this guy's got to play because we want to see this guy? Because I'm just baffled by everything. And now the fans are calling him out. And I told you, people, it will get a bit toxic, As much as you have a sugar daddy, you know what I mean? Sometimes you got to look at yourself and think, them proper Chelsea will have a go at that owner and say, listen.
And then proper Chelsea don't muck about, mate. Like they stop people getting on trains and everything. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they ain't playing, bro. But yeah, mate, it's a bit naughty at Chelsea. I can't lie, man. Like they just don't look like scoring goals. Yeah, which is mad. The amount of money they've spent and they've still not got an out-and-out striker. Like the only ones maybe Aubameyang. Yeah, and he can't even get a game. He can't even get in the squads. They're almost just paying him to play Fortnite. Like it's mad. It's actually insane. And I don't know where they go from here because, like, if they
Not 40 points. Not even 40 points, you know. They haven't got 40 points yet.
I'd piss myself if they got relegated. I don't think they will, but can you imagine if they got relegated?
Mate, the 3 points behind Crystal Palace, you know, now, who were down the bottom. And by the way, they've won 3 games in a row now. Fair play to them. Big up to.
But do you know when you lot were sitting on the big 6, yeah, and Toby was saying you must to Matisse, sorry, when Matisse was going, no, we're writing the season off. This is going to be our pre-season now, and he was going, no, you must get Champions League, right? Aston Villa was 6 points behind them at that point. Yeah, Aston Villa was 6 behind. They are now currently 11 ahead.
Yeah,
17 points swing in that time. Yeah, so if Aston Villa can do it, why couldn't Chelsea do it? And I'll tell you why they couldn't do it. Because they haven't got a clue what they are doing at that football club from the ownership down. Right? What they've done is they've gone in there and just thrown a load of money at it and hoped it worked. And then that guy is way too invested. Yeah, go to the games by all means. You own the football club, yeah, cool. But don't be doing these silly interviews, 3-0 against Madrid and all that crap. Just stay in the background, hide away. How many times did you ever see Roman Abramovich doing interviews?
never.
Like never. You very rarely see Romans or hear Roman speak. Yeah, but you'd see him in the crowd. You'd see him in the pubs every now and again with the fans buying them all drinks. Yeah, that is a proper owner. And he knew, have the elite mentality, throw the money at it, but get the right people in the right positions and then let the manager do his thing. When the manager ain't doing his thing, I'm sacking him. Yeah, this guy, it's almost like he's playing football manager. And it doesn't matter what manager he brings in, he's still going to control the team. Bro, it's mad. It's actually insane. I want to read this comment.
It's never going to work.
Yeah, go on, mate, go on.
It's never going to work. Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Yeah, there's a guy in the chat who says, funny that every YouTuber makes a video with Lee Gunner when Arsenal drops points. Good traction with most negative Arsenal fan. Fair play. Bro, I don't know if you're new here, but we're here every Monday.
Every Monday.
Monday. So I don't know whether you're here. Like, apparently it's negative. I told you, innit? Coping mechanism. Negative.
Coping mechanism, exactly. They don't want to hear it. Like, they don't want to hear the reality. That's exactly the same thing where when I was with Ollie, like, you know, on the Ollie situation, nobody wanted to hear the truth. And this is the thing. Sometimes it hurts to let you know that this ain't good enough. This is not.
Bro, elite level sport is toxic. Yeah. So when people say we're toxic for calling out the truth and calling out the facts, bro, elite level sport, high end sport is toxic. Look at Mane and Sane beating each other up the other day. Yeah, is that not toxic?
You see his lip, by the way. You see his lip. He got busted. He got beat up.
That football club is elite. Yeah, that is elite. I love the fact that they had a fight. Yeah, I love the fact they've had a fight because it shows they give a toss. Yeah, it shows they care. Yeah, and the club have said we're gonna ban you because it's unacceptable. We don't know what he said or did in the trade. We know he punched him. Yeah, but we don't know exactly what happened. Yeah, but that club said no, you're banned. Yeah, now if that was any other football club, other than maybe Madrid, yeah, they would have let him play again, and then it would have caused a friction. Now you've pulled him out and said no, that's unacceptable at this football club, mate. You can't ever do that again. Don't know what you've done before. You ain't doing that here. Yeah, and the problem is Todd Boehly at Chelsea has gone way away from that because Chelsea used to have that. They used to have that ruthless elite level. And now it's almost like they're just a laughing stock, bro. We're going to have rogue traders turning up at Stamford Bridge soon. Like, do you know what I mean? It's mad how to ruin a football club in one season. They should make a film about it. Like, how to
listen, and like I said to you, it ain't going to get any easier, man. So, listen, man, we'll see. But Brighton, like I said, Aston Villa, Newcastle. Listen, Unai Emery, mate. They are literally 3 points behind Aston. Listen, people might say I'm laughing here, but they're in the top 4 race, you know. Unai Emery.
Yeah.
If they
don't pull it past them, man. He's 6 points behind Newcastle. I know they've played a game more.
They played a game more. They won their game. They've got us as well the following weekend, so they might get a result against us. We don't know yet. But Unai Emery is in a top 4 battle. Listen, he might not get top 4, but it's there. It's there for him to go and get. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, he's got Brentford away, then he's got Fulham at home, then Man United away, then Wolves at home, Tottenham at home. Sorry, Wolves away, then Tottenham at home, Liverpool away, Brighton at home, Newcastle away, Fulham again. Oh no, that's a pre-season. Is that a pre-season?
Yeah, it might be a pre-season.
Oh, some of these are pre-seasons.
Is it?
I don't know. It's saying that there's games in. Yeah, it must be pre-season or something.
Yeah, they're doing that Premier League pre-season thing, by the way.
Yeah, there's games at 1 a.m. in July. Yeah, okay. So yeah, they've got Brighton, Spurs, Liverpool, Wolves, United, Fulham, Brentford. Bro, they got a chance.
They got a chance, man.
They've got a chance. Ollie Watkins is bagging for fun.
Yeah, 100%. Listen, The way they're playing football is ridiculous, man. I was watching them. I did a watch along for them. They battered. It should have been 5-0 to Villa. Watkins is unbelievable. They're playing good football. What's his name? Is on the right hand side. John McGinn. He's something like John McGinn is on the right, and they're playing good football, man. And you know what? Fair play to them. If they could get, like I said, to Europa League football in Unai Emery's first season when he's just only come in October. I don't know when he came, by the way. You know what I mean? He must have been late. I don't know. When did he come, by the way? Unai Emery.
Bro, they were 16th. They were 16th in the league. I think they had 13 points after 12 games, or 12 points after 13 games. Yeah, and this is what I was saying the other day about expectations change. Like, one of my friends is a Villa fan.
October.
His expectation at the start of the season was getting to Europe. Yeah, because he thought, like, giving Gerrard some more money, let's go for Europe, like Conference League, Europa League, maybe. But then when they've done the bottom, the expectations change. Yeah, to let's just stay in the league. Now they're where they are, the expectations are back up there again. And Arsenal are the only football club that are not allowed to change your expectations for a season. Yes. Oh, top 4 was the aim. Well, it ain't when you're 8 points clear, is it? Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, big up to him, man. He's a good manager, mate. He's a very good manager. And the way he got treated at Arsenal was a shambles, mate. Yeah, but if they get into Europe, don't put it past him winning it. Like that guy's elite in Europe, mate. The only club he's not won a final with in Europe is Arsenal.
Arsenal. Yeah, exactly. And that day, you know what I mean? Chelsea was just Chelsea just win trophies, isn't it? You know what I mean? So it's mad, man. It's mad, honestly, man. A fair play to him. Guys, there's only 260 likes and there's over 1,000 people in here, man. Guys, come on, man. We got to do better. We need to be at least hitting 500 likes by the end of the video. So if you are new here, bottom right hand corner, hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe to Lee's channel and his second channel, Lee Reacts as well. And yeah, man, listen, like I said to you, this top 4 battle, I'm just gonna bring you the kind of table here. Obviously, Man United won yesterday. We'll talk about that in a second. Newcastle, they got humbled, but they're still in there. Tottenham are in there. We'll talk about Tottenham in a second as well. Villa, Brighton. Who are you going for? Obviously, what are you saying in this top 4 battle now? You looking at here? Liverpool are probably out of it by now.
Yeah, I think Liverpool are done. They got Leeds tonight, haven't they?
Yeah.
Although saying that, they are only 6 points off Newcastle. And they've got games in hand.
6 points off.
Yeah, no,
it's mad, isn't it, when you think about it.
Like, they've been crap all season. They've lost 9 games. But, bro, like, if they beat Leeds tonight, they're on 53. So they're staying 8th. Is that right? Am I looking at this right?
No, they're on 44.
I'm looking at goals scored. I'm not looking at points.
Yeah. Yeah, they're on 44 points.
Okay, so if they win their 2 games in hand, they'll be on 50. No, they ain't getting top 4. Sorry. I'm lying. I was looking at goals scored. I was thinking, how they got 50 points. But I think it's too much for them. Yeah, but I think the top 4 is probably the top 4 that's there now. But I would absolutely piss myself if Villa or Brighton got top 4. Yeah, absolutely went myself, mate. Imagine that Unai Emery or De Zerbi get top 4 with them squads. That blows every single myth about you can't compete out the water. Yeah, because how are they competing? How are they even in a top 4 race in the first place? Yeah, look at the money they spend. Look at the squads they've got. Look at the managers they've got compared to the top teams. Like, they should be nowhere near that.
Nowhere near, bro. Nowhere near.
Aston Villa squad. How many players would you take? I'd take Watkins, by the way. I said that years ago and got laughed at.
Watkins,
man. Bro, since Boxing Day, that guy's not scored in only 1 game. He's scored in every single game other than 1 since Boxing Day. Yeah, and when Unai was at Arsenal, he got Aubameyang and Lacazette firing. They had 72 GA in a season. Like, he knows how to get the strikers scoring. He sets up a formation to get the strikers.
Southgate was watching.
And the thing is, like,
let's see
if one of them 2 teams get top 4, mate. Yeah, Tottenham just need to liquidate, like, Control Alt Delete the club. Like, honestly, like, real talk, mate. It's like there's not many players at Aston Villa that you'd take, though. Real talk. Ollie Watkins, I'd take. Yeah.
I'd take that kid, Jacob Ramsey. I'd take Jacob Ramsey. I think he's a good player.
Yeah, he's not a bad player. But then is he any better?
Moreno was good.
Is he any better?
But yeah, there you go. Yeah.
No, he's a good player, that Ramsey, but I don't know if he's any better than Joe Willock. Can we let him go? Martinez, the goalkeeper, good goalkeeper. Yeah, Matt Cash is a decent right back.
Yeah, he don't play anymore. Ashley Young, man. Big up, man.
Yeah, Ashley Young. 37, bro. He's like still doing bits. It's mad. But other than them,
I'm
you're
telling you.
struggling to pick a player out their team that you'd want. And
Yeah.
that shows how
But it
good
just
he's
shows
doing.
you it's not about play. It's not about players. It's about a team. And if you can get a manager who can assemble a team like the way
Mm.
Brighton do, that's the mark of a good team. And we will talk about Tottenham, by the way, now, who are an epitome of that. Have good players, but not a good team. Big up Lucas. We are crap, but no relegation. And the Mickey Mouse Conference League, we will have a better season than Spurs and Chelsea. There you go. And talking about Spurs, listen, man, them man are booing off Davinson Sanchez. Mate, that game was crazy, because Tottenham could have won it with Richarlison. But obviously, Richarlison's Richarlison, and he's
The
not
60
scored a
million
friendly
pound
goal.
pigeon scored 3 goals this season, all of them offside. All of them offside. It's crazy. He looked like he was about to burst into tears, mate. The goalkeeper was walking along with him, just saying, "Listen, mate, you're crap. 60 mil, yeah."
Yeah.
60 mil for a pigeon. Dan Juma's goal was decent.
Dan
His goal
Juma's
was
goal
good.
was decent.
Yeah, but mate, like all of the Bournemouth goals were quality finishes, man.
Quality finishes,
Like that
man.
winning goal,
First
the
one.
composure, to chop back inside and just. And it was funny because I was watching Henry, and as I went into Henry Wright's stream, they equalised. I was like, "Oh, you bastards!" Right? And I put a comment in. I said, "Why are you celebrating a draw? Why are you celebrating a draw?" And then he was like, "No, I'm just happy that we're going to get something and blah blah blah." And then I see that I had the game on, and I see the chat lighting up as well. I was like, he don't even know because he was about a minute behind. I was like, he don't even know that they've lost. Yeah, he was going mad. Yeah, he was going absolutely mad, bro. It is the history of the Tottenham. Yeah, beating Bournemouth at home ain't for everyone. Do you know what I mean? Like Reece Nelson, big up Reece. Reece.
Last minute,
They've not.
You know what? Yeah, exactly. You should see the North London is red. Like,
oh mate, how many times do teams do that to Tottenham, bro? Like when does it get to a cut-off point for Tottenham fans from all these other, like Serge Gnabry did it when Bayern slapped him 7-2. Yeah, and he scored 4. Like other teams have taken the mick out of that club online for years. When is it going to get to a tipping point for their fan base to say, nah, do you know what? Enough's enough now. Like we have to start doing something here. Because all I see from their fans is they're absolutely buzzing. Bro, somebody put in, no, it was Stell. Big up Stell, who goes on Henry's channel. So people were paying 90 quid for that game. 90
It's a lot of money, you know.
Tottenham.
Yeah.
Bro, that's a joke. It's an absolute disgrace. But this is the problem. People are queuing up to buy tickets. Rubbing his hands together. Like,
he knows what they're getting. Yeah. He knows that they've got corporates as well that want to come and just enjoy the stadium. And it's one of them clubs where it's going to be everything but football. Everything but winning trophies is going to be at that football club.
Arena.
They've got Wi-Fi at the stadium, like Wi-Fi are literally in the stadium. They've literally got everything you need to have a good time.
Have you been to their stadium?
No, I've not. I was meant to go 2 years ago. I was meant to go this year as well, but tickets are very, very what you call it? Like it's sold out every single time. So because everyone wants to be there,
they've got the most comfy seats in the league, and like
that's what I'm saying.
You can sit and use Wi-Fi. Like
yeah,
no, you can go and get a beer from the longest bar in the world. Yeah, where they put the glasses upside down or something, and it's like and all of that. You can go and go into the cheese room, like go and have a cheese platter if you want. Like the cheese balls are amazing, apparently. It's great, man. And then when you finish, like by the end of next season, I think they'll have the cinema ready. Like they'll have the restaurants already being built. I think the hotel will probably be in construction by then. So yeah, man, you can maybe get a bit of bowling going on. Like they've just turned it into the North London O2, bro. That's all they've done. That's all it is. It's the North London O2.
I'm telling you,
just genuinely, not all of them, but the majority of them, they're just happy to watch Tottenham play every week. They're just happy to be there. And when you've got that mentality through your football club and you've got an owner that don't give a toss, it's a recipe for disaster, mate, which is why I don't class them as our rivals. They win nothing. I don't know why they're called top 6, big 6, whatever, because they don't win nothing. So why are they there? Like, Leicester should be there. Yeah. Leicester have won the Premier League and an FA Cup.
Yeah. You know what? Like I said, you know what I mean? If these clubs get their act together, Aston Villa, if they could get and what do you call it? Who else is in there? Brighton. Listen, I think Brighton will be that team where they break into that mold now. They're the next team because they're getting good players, they're getting South American players. You know what I mean? They're getting top players in their clubs. Caicedo's there, obviously. So I think for me, they will be the next club because now they're stealing everything from them. They can't replicate it though. Chelsea are trying to now do the thing where they steal everyone's talent. I think, you know what, we could do what Brighton are doing. We could do what these lot are doing. But you can't. You can't do it, man. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, man. Listen, fair play
Do you know
to
what? The one thing I'll
Bournemouth.
say about Brighton, though, as good as they are to watch, and they are fantastic, one of the best teams in the league to watch, probably in Europe to watch. Yeah, and they've got some exciting players. The problem is, in the summer, they're going to get decimated, mate. Like,
I know, man.
McAllister will probably be gone. Matoma will be gone. Like, Caicedo will be gone. Like, they're going to get rid of a lot of players in the summer. The Ferguson up front, he might be gone. Right, they've got some good players, man. Yeah, and even the goalkeeper.
But they can replace them, though. They always replace them. It seems to me that they always.
I was going to say though, right? Southampton did this, bro. Yeah, when all them players were leaving Southampton and Liverpool were buying them all up. The problem is, eventually you run out of luck in the transfer windows buying these gems, and then you end up at the bottom like Southampton. So I don't think Brighton will, because I think they're a lot more smart with their recruitment and they constantly evolve. Whereas Southampton were just nicking the money and putting it in the pot. They weren't really going out there and replacing. But it's nice to see different teams out there, man. And out of that team, you take a lot of their players, that's for sure, mate. And even the manager.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? There's a lot of clubs out there that will be looking at that manager and they're playing. McAllister's a baller, bro. Like, I've been saying this for 2-3 years.
Top baller.
Yeah, Matoma's coming and just lit the league up. Like, Caicedo, we all know he's good. Yeah, and they're all decent, man. Danny Welbeck is underrated, man. I've been telling everyone he's better than Salah.
Underrated, man. He's from my area, by the way. Long side.
No way. Do you know what's funny? Man, I'm not even going to blag you here, yeah? I was the boss of his cousin, in double glazing. Yeah, and I've met Welbeck at a house party in Milton Keynes. Yeah, sound guy, man. Proper sound guy. Yeah, the house, by the way, like, it weren't his house, it was the cousin's family's house. Boy, it was like the poshest part of MK. Yeah, the house was insane, bro. Like, insane. Proper nice guy, though, man. Proper chilled. Sometimes you see these footballers, they've all got a chip on their shoulder and they think they're the man. Total opposite. Chill. Proper chill, man.
Absolutely. No, big up to fair play to him, man. Still over 1,000 people in here. Make sure you guys are liking the video. Let's talk about the relegation battle before we kind of wrap it up and whatnot. Relegation battle is look, it ain't easy, man. It ain't easy down there at the bottom, man. It ain't easy. West Ham.
Easy, man.
Yeah, it ain't easy, man.
Not in a Forest away, Apparently that's a tough game, and you made it look easy.
Mate, listen, they were poor, man. They didn't have anything about them, man. Listen, they were poor.
That shot that shanked the post and the bar and that, man.
Oh,
man,
Navas
was a screamer.
Navas was on smoke, man. I was like, Navas, have a day off, mate. Have a day off. You know what I mean,
mate,
bro?
That's one of the signings of the season, by the way. If they stay up, he's got to be one of the signings of the window. Yeah, because
100%.
Every time I watch the highlights or watch the Nottingham Forest like full games and that, bro, that guy's just like Spider-Man. It's just like, yeah, he made some wicked saves. Martial played well, from what I see.
Yeah,
I only watched
Anthony,
highlights. Anthony, bro, that pass for the second goal was sick. Yeah, it was sick,
man.
Yeah, and listen, he running at the back stick. The defender was ball watching, and he's not a bad defender, that guy, but he switched off. Yeah, tapping, got to be in the right place at the right time. But you needed that result, man. You needed that after that Sevilla performance the other night. Yeah, like the way he's made the subs.
Top week now, though. We got top. This could be make or break.
I watched Sevilla last night. I watched them against Valencia. They beat
Thingy, Valencia. Yeah,
they beat comfortable as well. Valencia fans were booing all the way through the second half.
You know, they could be relegated. A sad story that, I grew up in Valencia with Nate Aymar.
With Rafa Benitez and that as manager.
Yeah,
man. They were winning titles.
Sad. It's sad.
Yeah, it's sad. But this is what happens when you get a shit owner, bruv. Yeah, their owner, right? They I can't remember what game it was. They were playing Athletic Bilbao a couple of weeks ago. Bro, the stadium was half empty because the 30,000 were outside protesting against the owner while the game's being played. Yeah, that is how you do a protest. Yeah, that's how you do it. But it is sad, man. It is proper sad what's happened there. But yeah, Nottingham Forest, man. Apparently it's a hard away game, yeah?
Mate, listen, we made it look easy. We made it look easy, man. And like I said to you, man, you know what I mean? I thought the goal was quality. I thought we controlled it. We should have scored more goals. That's only our problem with United, is that we're not clinical enough. But we are defensively solid. De Gea, again, another clean sheet. Lindelof was excellent for me.
Harry Maguire,
yeah. But first half, he was bozo. Second half, I think he got better. Lindelof, though, was excellent. Lindelof was absolutely outstanding. Dalot at left back was amazing. So yeah, man, I can't lie. It was a very, very good, convincing win. And I think for me, right now, it gives us a bit of daylight ahead of Tottenham. I think Tottenham, we've got 6 points clear with a game in hand, I believe. We are now. Let me go double check that. Yeah, I think 6 points. No, yeah, 6 points clear with a game in hand. So
Mm.
yeah, I mean, I think
You,
we're
I
kind of
think you're guaranteed, man. I think you're guaranteed. Like you said,
yeah,
you're 6 points ahead. You're 9 points ahead of Villa.
yeah,
Yeah, and 9 points ahead. Sorry,
with a
10
game in
points
hand as well.
ahead
With a
of
game
Brighton.
in hand.
Yeah, with games in hand as well. So yeah, man. Who's your game in hand?
Brighton away, so it's
Oh,
not great. But
oh, oh.
you know what I mean? It's one of them where I'm saying we should be getting at least a decent result there. Depends how
Right,
their season
how many
goes.
games
Like
are left? You've got what, 8 games left. So that's 24 points.
24 points. Yeah.
24 points available, and you're what, 6 ahead of Tottenham, bro. They ain't
Yeah.
gonna overturn that. Yeah, Tottenham
They
ain't
have got a
overturn.
player though. They have got a players on I
Yeah, if
think
you beat
the
them,
following Thursday. But
yeah, if
that's
you
it.
beat
If
them,
you
it's
beat
done.
them, that's almost wrapped up. That's the mentality we should be going in. We beat them, they're done in it. Like I mean,
Hmm.
so and like I said, that's the only thing that they can hold on to. Tottenham Hotspur is top four. They don't get trophies. You know what I mean? So top four is what they can hold on to. So for
It don't
me,
matter, bro. They can all go and book Beyonce on priority. Yeah, they can do a little bit of go karting in the summer, take their minds off the football. Do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, maybe go and watch a boxing event, maybe a bit of NFL. Like they got
yeah,
other
a bit
stuff
of
to take their
NFL.
mind off
They
it,
do it
man.
every year.
Yeah.
So they will play NFL, man. So fair play. But who do you think's going down? I think Leicester are in big trouble, man. I think Leicester are
Mm.
going down. They're not. I think it's just for me. I don't know if they've got enough of them in them, man, to kind of
I
because it's
don't know,
3 goals,
man. Yeah,
right?
but it's City, bro. Like they can do that to anyone. Uh,
Yeah, but I don't
but
know. Like they lost to Bournemouth last week. Like I'm looking at their fixtures. What have they got then? Their fixtures then, because I think they've got 2 fighters. I think they've
their
got.
next game, they have got Wolves. Then they've got Leeds. Then they've got Everton. They're all relegation. Then they've got Fulham,
Fulham,
Liverpool,
yeah.
Newcastle, and West Ham. I think they'll stay up.
You think they'll stay
Yeah,
up?
yeah. I think
Let me know in
like,
the chat.
I know City took their foot off the gas a little bit and took their better players, some of their better players off. But they created some good chances, man. Madison clean through, should have scored or squared it at least for a tap in.
Square at
Iniacho
least, yeah.
hits the post. Yeah, there was other chances Iniacho had. Like, you know, they were creating chances, which is something they ain't been doing recently. So, new manager bounce, maybe, I don't know. But look at their goal difference, bro. Minus 14. They've got one of the best goal differences out of that bottom 3 or 4. So, well, it is
3
the
or
best.
4, yeah. I was going to say, man. Nottingham Forest 32. Oh my days.
That's what I'm saying.
Everton got beat. Everton got beat, which I didn't expect them to get beat. I thought Fulham flip flops. I thought, but William coming back in the team helped them massively,
Oh,
man.
bro, he's been sick for them. He's been
Yeah,
class, hasn't he? But do you know what?
100%.
That goal, what's his name? Dwight McNeil's goal, man. That was a class finish.
Yeah,
That was
that was
such
a
a sick
class.
turn, the way he turned
Yep,
and all in fluid
yep.
movement, man. That was such a sick goal. But yeah, they're quite doomed, didn't they? Like it's going to go all the way to the death. I think. I think Southampton.
I think as well.
Yeah, I think they're done. I think Leicester might just get out of it, but it's going. I mean, if you look at Leicester to Leeds, if Leeds get a point tonight, they'll be 5 behind Leeds. So then it will only be that bottom 4, really. Because I don't see if Leeds get something tonight, then like from
If
Leicester,
they get a point, that's 5. Yeah, that's true. That's
from Leicester,
true.
then I think 5's a big turnaround. But then you've got Everton, Forest, and Leeds all battling it, and within 3
All
points.
battling it, yeah. So you
I,
don't know, man. You
I
don't know, do you?
think Everton might be doomed, bro. I think they might be doomed.
It's mad because they were looking at one point as looking like they were up, and it's like fair play to them, man. Big up to Abdi Haas says we're getting relegated. Chelsea fan here. Listen,
Where are Chelsea in the league? Still 11th. Hey, listen, they're only
3
12 points off relegation, man. They need one more point to stay up.
If Tuchel didn't get his points, they would be relegated. If Tuchel didn't get the points,
Hey, yeah, mate. He's got a third of their points this season. That is insane.
third of their points. So if he didn't, they would be in that relegation area. So that's how scary it is.
They'd be on about 20 odd points. Yeah, you're right.
Wow,
That
that's
is mad,
mad.
isn't it?
I can't believe it. Chelsea Football Club are there with their amount of points. 39. Oh my days. That's
they've
crazy.
not won a single game in the last 5. They've lost 3 of their last 5.
Damn.
Insane.
But on that note,
Liverpool, though, Liverpool have only won 1 of the last 5. And everyone was talking about resurgence and coming back and that. Not really. Like, it's mad, isn't it? I think Everton might go down, man. It'd be sad to see Everton go down. Yeah, because I like their
They've
stadium,
never been
man.
relegated, you know.
No, it's mad. Us and them have
Yeah.
never been.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah, it's sad
and
to see
Chelsea
them
don't
if they
play
go,
next
man.
weekend. Chelsea don't play next weekend as well. They don't because Man United game was postponed. So you know what I mean. At least they don't have to get disappointed. You know, at least they don't get disappointed, eh? You know what I mean? At least they don't do that.
Yeah,
But
they've got a week off, man. Not another 2 weeks. So their next game's in 2 weeks then.
2 weeks, Brentford.
And at least Lampard can sit there. Oh no, they got Champions League this week, right?
Champions League, yeah, this week, and then obviously they're pretty much out. Let's be honest, man. Like, you know,
Oh, bro,
I don't
you know
see
Real
them.
Madrid are going there and spanking them.
Yeah, I know. They're getting spanked. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I think they're done out here. So enjoy the week off, man. Enjoy it. That's all I say to people. Enjoy it. But yeah, listen, we're gonna wrap it up here. Big up to Lee. Big up to the chat, man. Over 1,000 people throughout the whole video, which is amazing, man. It would be amazing if you guys could like the video and get up to 500 likes. I think we're on 350. So only 150 of you needs to like the video, man. Let's get the algorithm up. Like I said, we don't mince our words around here. We keep it 100. And definitely, Lee, you kept it 100 today, man. Fair play. Listen, that rant was mad at the start of the video, man. So,
bro,
big
don't
up to
worry.
you,
I'll be
man.
repeating that exactly the same tomorrow on Terry Fluer show as well.
Oh, I'll be tuning in for that.
I'll rattle all the kids in the chat that are crying about it. Oh, you're so toxic.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Big up to you, Lee. What you got coming up? Anything coming up today?
Yeah, man. I'm going to be live at 5 p.m. UK time with Kenny and Jez. They're not happy either. Kenny obviously went to the game yesterday.
Yeah, man.
And Kenny's been calling this out for a long time about our defending and giving up too many chances. And here we are. And Jez was shaking with anger yesterday. So yeah, that's at 5 o'clock. 6 o'clock I'm on with Dan Potts. 7 o'clock I'm on with Henry. And him, by the way, the audacity to come in my chat. And Toby, by the way. They all come out
Toby was
yesterday. They both come in my chat yesterday.
Toby didn't watch the game, Tottenham game. So how can he come on there and
like,
chat to
you?
you?
You lost to Bournemouth at home in your 5th, right?
Oh.
And the audacity of them Tottenham boys to come in my chat yesterday. They're shameless.
Listen, I thought I was shameless, but at least I'm coming in with a bit of, I've won something, but these guys ain't won nothing. But they can come here and chat. But listen, big up to everybody who's locked in. I'll be back later on as well at 5 o'clock with the Straight Jacket podcast. So make sure you tune in for that one. And then, Big 6 tonight. We'll see what Turkish is on, innit? You know what I mean? It ain't easy, Turkish. But we'll see you later on. But yeah, like the video on your way out. And yeah, subscribe to Lee's channel and Lee Reacts. And we'll see you next week. Take care.